There's this beautiful understanding in the book where one thing you did know how to do is how to pray, like how to
Mhm.
really come against that challenging time, because even in that chapter you finished it with, I decree and declare, and I use what's in my hands. I'm generous and I ask for what I want as well as what I need. I take God radically at his word. I have learned that you cannot have radical faith without boldness. I pray in this way around physical, spiritual, and financial matters. With my health, my brokenness, with my fears, it's real life. And although I drive my kids crazy, I pray that they will testify one day that they too grew up with a praying mother who prayed bold prayers, because that's what you saw in your own mother. Tell me about seeing how you grew up and how that was an inheritance that you
Mhm.
speak about, that you inherit that spiritual authority in your prayers because of your mom. Can you set a just that the foundational portion of that inheritance while you've lost everything,
Yeah.
but you've inherited the
Mhm.
authority that comes with your confession? Can you speak on that? Because I think we lose sight that it's not absent of pain and trials
Yeah.
and tribulations.
Yeah. Yeah. Even boldness in being upset at him for your
Mhm.
circumstances.
Wow.
That takes boldness. That comes with relationship with him. I have seen too much of him to not believe that even though this sucks right now, Lord,
Mhm.
even though I cannot understand what the heck you're doing, even though I feel like you have turned your face from me, there's
Wow.
too much in me. And this is what I want people to understand. It's okay to process your human emotions in the moment. It's okay. We're not floating. We're not in heaven just yet. We are not so sanctified that we cannot be in our feelings and be upset. I can be mad, but do not sin. I have seen too much of him to not believe that he can handle me being upset at him. With my mother, I saw her pray bold prayers that will come to pass. She raised 10 children on her own with a raging alcoholic father who was very abusive. But I saw that woman always say, you honor your father, because at the end of the day, honor does not come with contingencies. And it's stuck in my head. Honoring my father, earth and heaven, does not come with contingency, and there's a blessing in it. I believe, Ingrid, that if it doesn't exist, God would create it just for me. That's how much boldness I have. I believe that if it doesn't exist, He will create it just for me. And He has. And He did it for her. And I witnessed that. And I know He will do it for me. And He has done it plenty of times.
Wow. You mentioned here that my mother taught us that our poverty did not have to be our destiny. My mother was the first example I had of what it means to be a generous and godly sower seeds. This can seem like the riches to drag story, like you were saying, like, the rags. And it's like, yes, but there's such a depth in you not letting that define you, because you
Yeah.
say it here. I was born in a cave in a village in Mexico where there was a culture of rivalry, distrust, abuse, and poverty. My mother worked the fields amongst the livestock just to put food on the table, and her story was one of hardship. That's what you're seeing in the natural,
Hmm.
but your spirit was already understanding the magnitude of what true prosperity means. Can you break that down? Because a lot of us in seasons get stuck. We get stuck in the
Yeah.
thought of where we've been and what didn't happen and who didn't love us and da da da, and we just can
Yeah.
kind of change that narrative and let that keep us stuck. Why did it not define you?
Because my mother always said, your circumstances does not have to become your identity. Your identity comes from God. And that's stuck. And she said, we can be poor, but we will have integrity. We can be poor, but our word is our bond. We will be poor right now, but you can be whatever you want to be. And
Wow.
for me, I knew I didn't belong, Ingrid, in that was my reality then. But I knew for a fact something in my spirit was pulling on bigger and greater. I knew for a fact that that was not the end of my road, and that was not going to be my life. And I was going to do everything in my power to get out of it. And I know that integrity, listen, obedience is better than sacrifice for a reason. And I knew that if I obeyed, that my circumstances would change. God is so simple. And he gives us the blueprint. If we just pay a little bit of attention on his word and what he says, he will walk you through the valley of the shadow of death. He will walk you through it. Like you will walk through it, but he will walk you through it. And he will lay a table before the presence of your enemy. That is a promise. That's what he said. I take him in his word. And I know that he is the vindicator. I know that he is the one that makes a way when there's no way. I know for a fact that he has done it for me and for many people that I have seen before me. My children have seen that. My children have seen us at the very bottom of our situation and have seen us believe God and sow seed and see the fruit of it and be able to demand a harvest because it's a spiritual law. You cannot, every seed has a fruit. Where people miss the blessing is in the germination period because you feel like nothing is happening. That's where people miss the blessing. They're not patient enough to wait for the fruit to come and break ground.
All right, we're taking a little pause here. I know the conversation's so good, but just for a moment, I wanted to remind you, make sure to sign up, subscribe, put on all the notifications. You'll be the first to know about our monthly conversations. But I do want to also highlight that remember, each of these conversations come with a soul care companion, a reflection moment to go back with the Holy Spirit to really take a deeper dive on how to apply what you're listening to. So I hope that you take the time to do that. Here we go. Let's go back into the conversation. There's a powerful, powerful chapter on the power of our words.
Yes.
So even that waiting season that you're talking about, we've been in waiting seasons that I can even look back and realize that I began to come into agreement with the disappointment of it
Yeah.
being my reality.
Yeah.
So I would love for you to share because there's such a powerful understanding here that you share in Mark 11, 2023. Truly, I tell you, if anyone says to this mountain, go throw yourself into the sea, and does not doubt in their heart, but believes that what they say will happen, it will be done for them. Therefore, I tell you, whatever you ask for me in prayer, believe that you have received it and it will be yours. How did you keep making sure that your words aligned in that moment of immense betrayal, devastation,
Mhm.
disappointment,
Mhm.
grief, loss, all the things? I mean, all of it. How do you pull yourself back to staying that your confession is opposite of what's currently happening?
It's intentionality. It's
Mm.
a lifestyle. Once you realize the power that you have with the words that you speak and you see the fruit of your tongue, you are very intentional with what comes out of your mouth. I got that revelation early on by the grace of God. I am not saying, oh, God is giving me something extra or because he's not a respecter of persons. I held on to what you said, Lord. This is what you said. And I believe that you are my God. I believe that you are my Father. I believe that you will come through for me. I believe that you will restore what the locust has stolen. And I believe that the devil has to give me back at least sevenfold. I believe that. I have to be super intentional. You can feel the feelings, but your recovery time has to be faster.
These are two incredible books that would be of great blessing to be able to support the impact that she is making with this powerful message. Make sure to subscribe and download the PDF, the Soul Care Companion that comes with each of these episodes.